Coming up, see how the NCAA announcement for pay-to-play could impact female athletes. Good evening and welcome to Hotty Toddy News. I'm Martez Gibson. The NCAA announced earlier this fall that the college athletes can earn a profit based on their name, image, and likeness. If the legislation is written without considering gender equity in Title IX, this could greatly impact female athletes. Hotty Toddy reporter Rebecca Donaldson has more.
Since the NCAA's pay-to-play announcement last week, people are expressing different opinions. It'll be up to each state to decide what to do, and if profits are unrestrained, it could be a concern for female athletics.
The sports that are normally non-revenue producing, that I would have a concern for.
Johnson oversees gender equity for Ole Miss athletics and says there are degrees of concerns, not just for the student athlete, but the sport too. Many of the female athletes I spoke to are excited about the NCAA's announcement for play-to-play, despite concerns.
If it becomes something that's regulated and, where they keep in mind female sports and don't, start cutting back on the budget, I think it could be a really beneficial thing to all.
However, they still expressed concerns for their sport.
I think that there's always going to be a gender gap in sports just because male sports are usually the predominant income makers.
Title IX has caused roadblocks for the NCAA in the past and should be considered in the legislation.
It is unknown right now what the language of the new legislation will say, but it is a concern for a lot of athletes and their representatives. Many stores located here in Mississippi are gearing up for this year's first lottery lunch. The first scratch-off tickets are set to go on sale this Monday. Other sales are set to take place in the first 3 months of 2020. Before passing the bill in 2018, advancing the sales, Mississippi was 1 out of 6 states without a lottery. Student housing seems to get all the attention in this town. That's changing now. One real estate owner is looking to shake things up in the working class housing market in town. And Hotty Toddy reporter Carter Diggs went out to see how he's trying to do it.
With housing being a common issue in Oxford, business owner Stuart Rutledge is planning to expand to better horizons with the new Bell Rivers community. This community has 3 bedrooms with a 2.5 bathroom sets and fully equipped kitchens. Rutledge says Bell Rivers serves to address a gap in the housing market.
Working people who, due to the economic environment in the community, are probably high enough that they don't need total assistance, but low enough in their income level that they might otherwise have to live in Water Valley or Abbeville or even Tupelo or Holly Springs.
Rutledge alleged that this housing hole was caused by the university's effect on population and demographics.
Oxford has a disproportionate number of, middle-class people as compared to its geography, and that's because of the university. All towns with a university in them have their economies, particularly their housing markets, distorted by the university.
Bell Rivers resident Brittany Marks has high hopes for her new community.
So I can come out and I literally asked my neighbor to give me a boost off, and they were super cool about it, and they did. They were right here. So it's nice to be able to go right next door and see people that are actually up.
What's more, community members who earn their way into a higher income bracket will not be penalized. In some communities, a higher pay can mean a search for a new home. But for Rutledge and Company, eviction is not the proper response to success. Carter Diggs, Hotty Toddy News.
Over the years, Oxford has had a history and a fight with affordable housing, but this new community is hoping to at least partially alleviate this crisis. The Ole Miss Theater Department officially wrapped up their shows for this semester, and with the hands-on approach beginning this year, the department will have at least one performance of every show with real-time opening caption and American Sign Language interpreters. They've done it for their first 2 shows, The Wolves and Little Women, and will continue to do so with their upcoming shows in the spring semester. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to our newscast, and be sure to check out our HottyToddy.com for all our latest updates. I'm Martez Gibson. Thank you and good night.